Orichalcum, the lost metal of ancient Atlantis, may have been found on a shipwreck off Sicily. Mysterious red gold metal ingots linked to the mythical civilization of Atlantis have been discovered from an ancient shipwreck. Archaeologists recently recovered a wealth of ingots of an unusual golden alloy from the wreck sitting at about 3 meters of water, that's 10 feet down, 300 meters off the coast of Gela in southern Sicily. Also recovered from the wreck, which sank some 2,600 years ago, were 2 Corinthian war helmets and containers once used to hold precious scented oils. But it is the rough lumps of metal still shining with red and gold hues after 2 millennia on the seafloor that has excited the archaeological world. They could be Orichalcum, the mythical lost metal of Atlantis. And when they're cleaned off from the muck and stuff that's on them, they shine like gold, basically like fresh, clean bronze. In 2015, 39 roughly cast lumps of an unusual red gold metal were recovered from the seafloor. Divers uncovered another 47 ingots from the mud recently. A stack of Orichalcum ingots found on the seafloor amid the wreck of a ship off Sicily, from Sebastian Tusa, superintendent of Sicily region. So close yet so far. The archaeologists working on recovering the wreck say it went down within sight of safety. The ship dates to the end of the 6th century BC. Sicilian archaeologist Sebastian Tusa told Seeker. It was likely caught in a sudden storm and sunk just when it was about to enter the port. This rules out Atlantis. Plato, writing the 4th century BC, implies that legendary city slipped beneath the waves many hundreds, perhaps thousands of years earlier. Archaeologists believe the ship was exporting the Orichalcum from Greece or Asia Minor, and given its precious cargo, it may not have had an easy voyage. The presence of helmets and weapons aboard the ship is rather common. They were used against pirate incursions, Tusa said. Also recovered was an anchor, remains of amphora, those big, what we call them, pots. The amphora and several smaller containers used for carrying precious oils. The shipwreck and that of another 2 nearby are yet to be fully excavated. Tusa told the La Repubblica newspaper that protecting the wrecks remains a concern, with looters believed to be exploiting a lack of policing of the archaeologically rich waters. This mythical metal, the red-hued Orichalcum alloy, was long regarded to be a myth mentioned only in passing in ancient Greek tales like the likes of Hesiod in the 8th century BC and Plato 4th century BC. One legend states that it was invented by the legendary first king of Thebes, Cadmus, and was said to be regarded as being one only slightly less precious than gold. Plato lauded the glistening metal's properties and attributed it to Atlantis. He wrote, "For because of the greatness of their empire, many things were brought to them from foreign countries, and the island itself provided most of what was required by them for the uses of life. In the first place, they dug out of the earth whatever was to be found there, solid as well as fusile, and that which is now only a name and was then something more than a name. Orichalcum was dug out of the earth in many parts of the island, being more precious in those days than anything except gold." End quote. He went on to say the metal was used would give the interior of the temple of Poseidon at the heart of Atlantis a magical glow. And he wrote, "The zones of earth were surrounded by stone walls of diverse colors, black and white and red, which they sometimes intermingled for the sake of ornament. The outermost wall was coated with brass, the second with tin, and the third, which was the wall of the citadel, flashed with the red light of Orichalcum." So exactly what it was and what it was made of was a matter of speculation. From legend to reality, though, it turns out Orichalcum may not be as exotic as the ancient tales suggest, though it was almost certainly mysterious to many of the jewelers who formed it sold out. Studies have shown that the metal ingots to be made of about 75 to 80% copper, 20% zinc, and a scattering of nickel, lead, and iron. The process of its production is likely to have been a tightly held secret. Exactly how it was achieved remains a matter of debate. One explanation that fits the findings is that zinc ore, charcoal, and copper could have been reacted in a molten crucible. Whatever the case, the shiny brass-like alloy was highly regarded as it did not tarnish. It was also durable enough for use in jewelry, which is where the shipwreck comes in. It was found just outside a harbor to the Greek colony city of Gellas of Sicily, which in ancient time was the center for craftsmen specializing in fine jewelry and ornate artifacts. And this article was originally published by News, and it's on Collective Spark by Jamie Seedle of News. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.